Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Welcome to 2D Talk Sense. Now, I don't know, the signal look a little low today, so we're gonna see what happens, right? Yeah, I finally found my new subscriber list, and so I wanted to give a shout out to Terry, Faith, and Earl. Now that's the one I was looking for like a month ago. I'm gonna find the most recent ones, and then I give y'all shout out too. But y'all could drop down in the comments if y'all are here today, and then I'll shout you out from there. What y'all want to talk about today? Y'all know what I just seen. This not even on the list. Okay, for on the list that's to talk about is that there. Okay, y'all can hear me. Let me turn that down. I'm getting an echo. What's on the list to talk about is that there's stop recruiting black engineers at this prestigious school for black engineers. They used to go the military, the U.S. military used to recruit, and they have stopped because they didn't want the backlash of the Trump administration. They also stopped recruiting at this all girl school that they would go to, and the people like we need some recruits. So I had looked it up. Maybe I can look it up now. Like I said, this is going slow. I had looked it up to see what's the percentage of blacks in the U.S. military, and I think it was like 16% of the U.S. military is black. And of course, it's broken down to departments, but total U.S. military 16%. I want to say the most is in the Navy. Then I looked up how many women is in the military, and I'm like, that was like 17%. So I'm like, and that includes black women and white women. That's just general women. And so then I'm like, okay, who for y'all think for the staff the U.S. military? Do y'all that still want us to be the number one power of the world? Y'all think just white men gonna staff the U.S. military? Now the percentage of white men was like 50, 53, almost 52 point something is what and I was like, that would make sense if 16 is blacks, but the 16% that's blacks also include women. And then the women by itself is 17. So then you still have the different minorities that's in there. Asians, Hispanics, and things like that. But the white man was 53% or something like that. And I'm like, how y'all expect us to maintain this power? Because we don't need some military the way Trump out here trumping, trying to take the Gaza Strip and turn it into Atlanta City, trying to take Greenland, rename it the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, fucking around with China, Canada, Mexico, putting tariffs on the penguins. Did y'all see that? Well, he would have put tariffs on an island that has nothing but penguins. I said Trump was over there like they got that movie. I seen them marching in that movie that Disney got. They could pay it. Yeah. Let me look up these articles while I'm sitting here. I was waiting on it to come up. I also, while I'm looking it up, did y'all see that Trump did his physical? I don't know how Trump don't laugh at himself because the stuff he be saying. So they came out and said that he said he's in perfect health. The doctor said he was in perfect health. I like, if I'm overweight, I know you overweight. Come on now. But the doctor said he in perfect health. He said he is 6'3" and 224 pounds. I said, but maybe in his dreams, but 224 pounds, he didn't carry a two or something. You need to add another more hundred to that, and then you could be around right because 6'3". Come on, Trump. Come on. Okay, I want to show y'all some. Let me see. That was yesterday. I want to start off with some reels, some funny reels. Now this one was Pakistani asking telling the black people that we need to come together in March, right? So I'm gonna just show y'all what he said and then the response to it because what's funny is that he was a Trumper. Now he over there talking about we ain't French, don't we now? Let me see if I could if it plays.
and really fight against the fascism that's been here, but finally.
We have to go back and make it start over. I told you, I don't know why
This is the time for all the minorities, all the movements, all the working class to come together and really build power and really fight against the fascism that's been here, but finally popping its head out and being loud and proud about it. And unless we do something, really come together, it's gonna get real bad.
Sounds good, bitch, but we should have did this November 5th. But might I remind you, you said this.
Vote for, if you want Donald Trump to win, say that. Bitch, I will vote for Satan if I have to. I don't care who we got to deal with for the next 4 years, as long as you motherfuckers know that you fucked up and you guys are going to deal with some type of repercussion for what happened for the last 10 months. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that bitch does not win and the Democrat Party loses the election. Fuck you guys.
He said all of it.
Yeah. I wish that's where we need to insert the SpongeBob 2 minutes later. We need to all come together.
Yes, and then he sealed it with a kiss. How do you expect us to come together in unity and form a community when there's no trust? You betrayed us. Black community told you this was going to happen. Rather than listening to us, you silenced us, you harassed us, you doxed us, you dehumanized us. You told us we don't know what genocide is. We don't know what oppression is. Imagine telling somebody who literally had to survive 400 years of slavery that we don't know what oppression and genocide looks like. Do you think just one day we just woke up and folks were granted their rights? No, we had to fight for it. And it's also this thing called harm reduction. We had to learn how to play chess, not checkers, and it literally took us years to get here. And the sad thing about it is about community try to give you the play-by-play on how we could help the Palestinian people, but you didn't want to listen to us. You said that we're stupid. We don't know anything about oppression. We're ghetto, hoodlum, genocidal trash. You dehumanized us, told us that we don't know anything about a country that has literally been disenfranchising us for the last 400 years. And the sad thing about it is you would not have your civil rights if it wasn't for Black people's plight. The only reason why you was even able to protest vote to begin with and throw it away is because of the blood that was spilled by my.
Okay, so that's that guy name is Too Real, I believe it's his name. So yeah, now I don't know if y'all watch Reese Waters. So there's always this song that he plays that is hilarious, right? I never thought the lepers would eat my face. Oh, I never thought the lepers would eat my face. So I found the page for the lady, right, who sings the song. Hilarious. So the song is about people, the mega who went out and election and stuff was talking all this crap. Now they the ones over here crying because they never thought that the lepers would eat their face. So let's watch this song. Then I'm gonna get to the stories.
You're not doing that. You're creating a disaster, and I don't know what America's going to look like if this continues.
Did you ever think that your job would be impacted in the Trump administration?
No, absolutely not.
I never thought I was leave my face. No, I never thought I was leave my face. They bonded over bigotry, but they weren't supposed to turn on me. No, I never thought the lepers would eat my face. Put it down now. I never thought the lepers would eat my face. No, I never thought it would happen to me. Bonded over bigotry, but they weren't supposed to turn on me. No, I never thought the leopards would eat my
Holy Jesus. Now, let's go on to this. I don't know why this song is hilarious to me, but it's hilarious to me. Let's go on to this article about I'm still laughing about them not dropping efforts to recruit black engineers, right? So this is actually from military.com. And the article title is Militaries Drop Recruiting Efforts at Prestigious Engineering Award Event. So the Army and other service branches are abandoning recruiting efforts at a prestigious Black engineering event this week, turning down access to a key pool of highly qualified potential applicants amid President Trump's purge of diversity initiatives in the military. Until this week, Army Recruiting Command had a long-standing public partnership with the Black Engineer of the Year Award, an conference that draws students, academics, and professionals in science, technology, engineering, and math, also known as STEM. This event takes place in Baltimore, has historically been a key venue for award and reserve officer training, corps scholarships, and pitching military service to rising engineers. This is one of the most talent-dense events we do, one Army recruiter told military.com, on the condition that their name not be released. Our footprint there has always been significant. We need the talent, which is crazy because y'all know Elon Musk had pretty much said that the immigration he agreed with is the immigration to import students over here because pretty much America's too dumb. Like we don't have the talent to staff technology companies with the new technology and have the information for it. So we need to bring the immigrants over here. What was it? The B1 visas? I forget the E1 visas. I forget the name of it. But anyway, that's what he agreed with, and that's what he said. But you have the talent here in America, Americans, engineers, science, math, technology, qualified. See, that's what most people miss when they say DEI. It's qualified applicants. You have the qualified talent here, but you're not going to go there because you're afraid of repercussions of Donald Trump because they're Black. The survey cited concern that participation in the predominantly Black event could run afoul of Trump's order and the Pentagon's intensifying push to erase diversity efforts in the military, according to multiple sources familiar with the decision. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth on January 31st ordered that Black History Month, Women History Month, and others were officially dead and that the military would no longer mark them. Yeah, so that's that, but you can, I don't know. People like, but it's not racist. Okay. I don't know what you call it. It's rock like a duck, crack, and quack like a duck. And I don't know. That mother might just be a duck. And then I seen this, once I read that article, I looked and I seen this one, which is, it was an all-girl school that they also was like, But I'm like, look at this picture of who's in this all-girl school. Army cuts outreach at a girls' school after dropping recruiting at a Black engineer event. Look at that. Y'all see that? Y'all see that picture? Y'all see the back of them heads? That's not us. I know y'all be talking about how much weave and stuff we be wearing, but that's not a bunch of us with weaves. Those white women. You know, that overwhelming population that voted for them. That's who that is. That they're like, y'all part of DEI too. We just been said during the campaign because we wanted y'all vote, but y'all back in that kitchen because we got to make America great again. And during that time, you was in the kitchen. So the Army has severed a long-standing partnership with Ashley Hall, an all-girls preparatory school in Charleston, South Carolina, as the Pentagon radically recalibrate its approach to diversity under President Trump. For the first time since 2017, The Army Corps of Engineers would not participate in Ashley Hall annual Girl to Engineer Day, an outreach event scheduled for Friday. The initiative, once a staple of the Army public engagement effort, was designed to draw students into science and engineering careers, fields where the Army have long struggled to fill critical roles due to steep academic requirements. The decision comes after the Army and other service dropped recruiting effort at prestigious Black engineering event in Baltimore this month. Despite Army Recruiting Command longstanding public partnership with the Black Engineer of the Year award, Trump and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth ordered that acknowledging a diverse military force or say, and wait, there's more, or promoting women that includes all women, people of minority background, gays, lesbian troops be eliminated. What you say again? Trump and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth ordered that programs or policy acknowledging a diverse military force or promoting women, people of minority background, troops be eliminated. Privately, recruiters and other Army officials are increasingly confused over what is considered a diversity event and whether any public engagement remotely associated with a gender or ethnicity is off the table. Wow. Wow. So yeah, that's what's going on in the world, y'all. Oh, hey, Texas. I ain't even see your comment. Hey, how you doing? It's probably about warm over there. It is cold and windy. You got to hold on to your wigs out here, your ponytails and stuff. Chicago don't know what it's gonna do. I don't know where spring at. It's probably had for Trump too. He probably in deported spring because his mother nature is a woman. Knowing Trump, he didn't deported her to somewhere else. Okay. Yeah, because it is missing in Chicago. Okay. Now, did y'all see? I mean, this is the last Trump related. Then we're gonna move. Then I got to get up out of here. Oh, y'all see that? Okay, I know I reported on the story of the guy Garcia who was deported to El Salvador, and he was supposed to be deported. He had an order to stay here in the U.S. that he couldn't go back to El Salvador because it was a threat to his life to go back. Trump came saying we don't give a fuck, and they deported him anyway. So that the court went to the judge, and the judge was like, no, y'all, you need to bring him back. They were like, and moved it on to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court agreed, y'all need to bring him back. Trump then still like, well, we would. A little too late. So they saying we can't bring him back because he over there now. And that is not our country. So we can't go to those other people's countries and tell them what to do, even though they the one paying El Salvador for these prisons. I said, wait a minute, where is Doge when you need him? Why we in a whole nother country to have? Let me stay focused, baby, because I'm like, the web they weave, okay, is extensive. So anyway, they talking about they can't get the man back now. Now, why? Why? He's in El Salvador. Guess who the president met with today? Guess who got on the plane from El Salvador? Where he's at? Who they claim they can't get him back? The president of El Salvador came to the U.S. today and met with President Trump. I said, yeah, ain't no way they ain't laughing. They got to be somewhere. Hey, Jedi, they got to be somewhere like cracking up because, baby, wait. There's somebody leaving their phone at my house and be like, Tootie, can you give me my phone? I'm like, I would, but you know what I'm saying? You didn't left it here. And I don't even know who all over there at my house. And I don't know if I can like legally give you your phone from out my house. And then I come over to your house to visit you without the phone and be like, look, I don't want you, look, there's nothing I can do about it. He met with President Trump today, and they asked him, like why you just didn't, bring him? He's like, that's the U.S. affairs. I have nothing to do with that. I said, y'all got to be making this shit up. They never have I ever. Okay, now let's go to the latest with the Karmelo Anthony. He's the 17-year-old who's in jail for stabbing the other 17-year-old who was in jail for stabbing the white 17-year-old at a track meet. Now, if you've seen the news coverage, you know that his bail was $1 million, and he had never been arrested. He's the captain of the track team, captain of the football team, and has a 4.0. He is saying self-defense, and and that's his thing. So court today to get his bond reduced. So his bonds was reduced to $250,000. His bond was reduced, and he does have a GoFundMe for his legal defense, and so he was able to bond out. And y'all go ahead and donate, keep donating to the GoFundMe because I'm quite sure it's be expensive. So congratulations for us too, for us raising that money to help that young man. So now the judge, and I seen a picture, and if this the true picture, the judge is a Black woman. She said she'd been receiving death threats last night before the trial to say, and I guess threatening her not to reduce his bond and not to let him out. But he's like, you don't tell me what the fuck to do. So she, what they say, you can't tell a Black woman nothing. ain't this what they say? So, what she said was that bond is not meant as a punishment. Bond is meant as a security that person will come back to court. It's supposed to be, high enough that if you lose it, people won't want to miss court to lose that amount of money. And it's supposed to be like a safety for the community. So she felt that $1 million bond was a punishment, like make it so high that he can't get out type of thing into his trial. So he is out. He's out on house arrest. And there was some other stipulation that he had to report once a week to the, I don't know if you call it it ain't probation because he's not, to the officer, whatever officer he report to. So that's that. And then the prosecutor, after the court, there wasn't cameras allowed in the courtroom. So after everything happened, after the court, the prosecutor came out and gave his statement. It was like, well, the judge did. Okay. It still look a little blurry, don't it? I don't know why the camera's doing that today, but it was weird like that. It still look a little blurry on the thing, but it's not blurry on my screen. So maybe I'll figure this out. Let me see real quick, yeah, because it's on. How that look? Let me see. It's switching over right now. I'm just trying to see what camera look. I'm trying to look at my laptop camera. Now it's buffering. I'm like, I should have left this shit alone. See now, you can barely see my face. It look like a scary movie. Pop it in and out, in and out. Let me put it back. Let me put it back where it was at. Because that didn't work at all. Okay. So the prosecutor pretty much came out and was like, well, the judge, is out of my hand. The judge reduced the bond. The judge said that he could go. So that's that. But the defense attorney, and I told y'all the last time I reported on this, when they had a news conference or organization who's working with the family, said it is video footage of the incidents. So I'm looking like, I wonder why that happened. Maybe they saved it for the trial. But typically something like that. Well, maybe because it's usually police body cam and not police body cam. It's people that was recording, end up recording the incident. Now, what I have noticed is that the news coverage is now saying that there was an altercation, and during the altercation, Austin get stabbed in the chest and dad and his brother arm. Now, before they was just saying that uh, that Austin asked him to move and he stabbed the boy in the chest. So I said I did notice that rhetoric is changing some. And then if you, they say the real police report have been released. I seen this lawyer go over it. It's on YouTube, and this lawyer is black. I seen two lawyers go over it, and we'll have that conversation for another day. But that's how you the two different opinions that these two defense lawyers went over this trial. I said that's how racism get baked up to the system, and that's why critical race theory is taught at the college level. And things like this, if you're going to be a lawyer, you need to take your bias up out of the situation you're assessing. And so his defense attorney had said that he's the one who said about the threatenings and the family getting threatened. He did give condolences to Austin family. He did say that, you know, there's only one side of the story been told, and he wants Karmelo's side to be told. And he did mention, I believe, the video. Do y'all think that is the reason why the bond was lower, or do you think the judge is just correcting the wrong that the bond was too high? I'm beginning to be like, okay, it was the. Are they now looking at the video and he have a possible defense? Is that the reason why they initially started this story and so one-sided to the public and tried to try him in the public eyes before you even get the jury, so that way you could taint the jury to already have set up in their mind of what happened before you present the story. And now that they're looking at the actual evidence and maybe talking to more witnesses, that they like, oh, this case ain't gonna be as cut clean, as dry as we thought we would be able to do. But I did hear that the police report, the one black defense attorney said that what he noticed is that the police report it seems like it was written after the fact. Of course, it was written after the fact, but it was written knowing that it would be released to the public. Because him as a defense attorney in the police report, it says in there that that Karmelo they're looking for a black suspect. And then he goes into talking about he talked to two students, he talked to his witnesses, and he never mentioned race of anybody else. And all he's you know, he mentioned that Karmelo was black about 2/3 throughout that report. And he said that's just something that he knows in the report. Then he's also said that his confession, which everybody agrees that he said I did it, I was protecting myself type thing. He said that could be thrown out because the police had detained him but haven't read him his rights, and that's when that started. But in the police report, the police wrote it as if he didn't say I detained him until or when I put on the handcuff is when I detained him, and at this point that's when he said blah blah blah. But when you read the police report, when his hands in the air, the attorney is saying technically he was detained when his hands was in the air. And that statement that said, "Oh, I was protecting myself," he said that before he got in handcuffs. Now he did ask him in the car once he was detained. This offense. He did ask the officer that, and the reporter says how he was, you know, broke down. He was crying. He was genuinely upset about what happened. So that's the latest on the Karmelo Anthony. It's 5:31. I got to get on up out of here. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share the video out. Tell other people come over here and like me because we be having fun up in here. Now, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll catch y'all next tomorrow, 4:45, all the way up until Friday. Y'all know, be here, same time, same place. See you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, why is not ending?